winds blowing loud and faces beaming with the radiance of our God. Beware false prophets of that time. The gates of hell yawn wide and legions come to suck the souls of those who lie. Judgment Day is here.
These are some early test scenes for Les Miserables, the game of the book. They still need some work, but you get the general idea. Les Miserables, the game of the book, should be released in the summer of 2008. Some people say Les Miserables has been adapted more than any book ever written. There have been at least 30 different movies, 5 different stage plays, including a famous musical, several radio versions, so why create yet another version of Les Miserables? Well, this one is different from all the others. You don't just sit and watch passively and helplessly while a story unfolds. This time you get involved. Have you ever sat there reading a book or watching a movie and thought, I wish I was there, I'd like to talk to those people, I'd like to explore that world? Well, now you can. In the game you meet Valjean, Napoleon, Mabeuf, Gillenormand, the Old Conventionary, the people of Paris, and many others. You enter the back streets, the villages, the barricades, and even the sewers. How does the game start? Jean Valjean is in jail for stealing a loaf of bread to feed his sister's starving children. What are you going to do? And that's only the start of your problems. Napoleon has turned from liberator to tyrant and is enslaving Europe. What are you going to do? In other parts of the story, the police are on Valjean's tail and he's cornered in a dark alley. Or he's nailed in a coffin being buried alive. Or he's tied up by the biggest villains in Paris and they're about to kill him. What happens next? That is up to you. Les Miserables is not just about conflict and adventure. It's about romance and history and faith and redemption and injustice. Les Miserables, the game of the book, is the first release in a much bigger game called Enter the Story. As the name suggests, Enter the Story is an invitation to enter a classic story. Future releases of the game will include Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace, Dante's Divine Comedy, myths and legends, classic science fiction, and plenty more. Each story takes place in the same world as all the previous stories, so the game builds story by story into the world's biggest adventure game. Les Miserables, the game of the book, will be available for Windows and Linux. The download will be around 60 megabytes. No special graphics card is needed, it should just work on most computers. Thanks for watching.